are here with Stephanie Webb, one of our ACHS graduates and our 2017 outstanding graduate, our DEAC award winner. And she's just been doing wonderful things in the holistic health industry. And we're here to talk about how her success might be something that you could take with you as something of value. So, Stephanie, so you're really making waves in the industry right now. Tell us, what are you currently doing in the health and wellness industry?
So a lot of stuff, I guess. I have a podcast. I would say that's one of the biggest things that I love that I'm doing right now. I'm coaching people. So I have group programs. I'm actually right now opening a coaching membership program, like a monthly subscription-based program that I'm really excited about. And I also coach one-on-one clients. I've done a bunch of group programs in the past. I post on Instagram, so I kind of do the email thing, like all the online business stuff. But I feel like it's been amazing for me to be able to influence people. And I say influence not in like, I'm so famous kind of a way, but like really kind of help people understand how important this stuff is. So I have I got my degree with ACHS, and then I went on also to become an eating psychology coach. And so my approach really combines both of those things. I love kind of the holistic perspective, which is what drew me to ACHS in the first place, of, looking at the whole person. But yeah, I would say just growing my business and working with mostly women, actually exclusively women at this point, all over the world. So it's been amazing to kind of take this and open my own practice, so to speak.
That's awesome. That sounds so wonderful. And tell everybody the name of your business?
Yes, Nutrition Redefined.
Awesome. Very cool. So what are some developments that you're working on right now that you're really excited about?
So I would say one of the main things is an online summit. So I got this random wild idea last year, like I'm going to gather a bunch of people. It's called the Happy Healthy Mom Summit. And I did it last year and it went so well that I just decided I'm going to do it every year for the rest of my life. So I'm working on that now. It will launch in May. And so I'm not sure when this will go live, but that's when it will open. And it's really for moms. And I kind of bring together, this year I'll have 40 different experts on nutrition and fitness and mental health and emotional health and parenting and beauty, like all the things that women worry about. So that's kind of my big yearly project, along with the membership that I mentioned. So those are my big things. And of course, my podcast ongoing. That's been such a fun way to connect with people. I just started that in February, so it's pretty new, but I've been amazed how fast it's grown and how much I love doing it. So yeah, it's been fun.
Where can people find your podcast?
Yes, it's on iTunes. It's also called Nutrition Redefined. So you can search on your favorite podcast app or on iTunes, the Nutrition Redefined podcast, and listen, leave a review, come hang out. It's fun.
Everybody go listen and leave a review. Absolutely. And subscribe, right?
Yes.
So how has your holistic health education impacted your professional life?
Oh, so much. And before I started my program with ACHS, I was really interested in nutrition and studying all sorts of different things, but I was very much drawn to the holistic perspective. And that has really, that changed my life, really, just being able to look at food and what we put into our mouths as like a whole person approach. And I think we need that so much in the world right now. I feel like there's so much confusion and conflicting information about diet out there. And really what I've come to believe is it's not just about the food. And I always tell people it's not about the food. It's really about you as an eater. And I think that holistic perspective that started for me at ACHS has just continued to grow. And I've kind of strengthened that as I've gone along. The more I learn, the more firmly I believe that it really is about the whole person. It's about the way you think, the way you feel, your relationships, your stress levels, all of that influences your food. So it's not just, yay, I eat vegetables. Like it's very much a holistic perspective on who you are as a person and how that influences your food choices.
Absolutely. Those are some great points. Definitely. What's one skill that has impacted your success the most?
Well, I would say, let me say two. I'll say what I learned in school, I guess, through my program was that it's okay to not know things. I got really good at looking stuff up, and my textbooks still are like a huge resource for me. I seriously use my Encyclopedia of Natural Medicine like almost daily. I look up stuff all the time. So I feel like just being able to trust myself, but also be like, it's okay not to know everything. Just because I have this piece of paper saying, hey, I have these credentials doesn't mean I have to be able to spout off about all the B vitamins or whatever. Like I can look stuff up and that it's okay. So that might not seem like a skill, but I think it's a good skill to not be okay to know everything.
I think that's totally true.
Also, I think interacting with people has been huge. I really didn't know what it would look like when I kind of graduated, and I was like, okay, here I go. Like, what is this going to be? But I think being able to connect with people is so important, especially when you're going into a helping profession like this, where you have to get pretty intimate with people and be asking them. And food is an intimate thing in itself, asking them about their life and what's going on, and doing that in a way that doesn't feel judgy or superior, of like, here I am with my degree and you lowly person, I'm going to teach you. It's become really important to me to develop that skill of always being at the professional, but also being on the same level with the people that I'm trying to help and support, so that they feel loved and uplifted and never like judged. So I think that's really, really important.
Those are two, yeah, I 100% agree with you. Those are two skills, especially in this industry and in your particular, coaching and teaching,
Yes.
that those are two very, very important skills.
Yes.
Any words of wisdom for students who are thinking about starting school?
So many. And actually, a lot of people have asked me, people will message me on Instagram or email me like, tell me where you got your degree and about it. And so I talk about it all the time. And I tell people, yes, totally do it, but it's also going to be harder than you think. And I thought going in, honestly, like, awesome. Like I knew college was easy. I majored in English. I was like, this is great. A master's degree, whatever, it'll be the same. It was harder, I think, as an adult, which I know a lot of ACHS students have moved on in their lives and are now coming back to get more education. So I would say create some space in your life to focus on this. And also don't let it pass you by. I feel like sometimes you get so stressed out with like, oh, this assignment and I have to do this, but like enjoy it because it goes by so fast. And I miss those days of having to take time to read and study and write. You just kind of get lost in the shuffle of work. And now it's like, I'm focusing on making money and on all the things that we go into in a business. And so my time to study is a lot less. So I would say take advantage of it and also commit to working hard because you won't get this time back. So, and it's amazing. It's the funnest thing ever. It's hard, but it's amazing.
I'm stealing this from Tim Ferriss's podcast. He always asks his guests this question at the end of the podcast. And it is, if you could put one sentence on a billboard in a major city for everybody to see, what would that sentence be?
I love that you asked me this because I've been thinking about this a lot, even the last week. I talk about so many things, and like on my podcast, it's like different episodes on all different topics. And I thought, if I could just distill it down, what would I say? So it's perfect time you asked me this because it's been on my mind. But I think I would say pay attention, which sounds so small, but I think really that's what it comes down to, is in your relationship with food, in the way you feel about your body, in your family life, everything. It can be so improved, I guess, by just paying attention. And I think all of the conflicting, like all the stress that we feel about food of like, oh no, I'm not eating the way I think I should, or oh no, I have this health problem. Your body has so much wisdom. So just focusing on the food part for a second, I think our bodies know what we need. And if we just pay attention and listen to what our bodies are saying, we don't need, I mean, we do need more knowledge, and in helping professions, we need to be knowledgeable, but to tell your clients too, that's the most important thing, is to listen to the wisdom of your own body. There's no doctor that's as smart as your body. So I really feel like paying attention is kind of at the heart of everything that I teach, and really the core of living a happy life.
Absolutely. I love that one. That's actually like one of the best ones I've heard.
Oh, good. I'm glad I had thought about it then.
Can you imagine like driving on a busy highway and you're just like so frustrated that you're in traffic and you're like late, and you just see pay attention. Like that automatically forces you into the present, and you're like, okay,
Yes.
pay attention. Don't text while drive. Don't like try to like hook up your headphones in your phone. Like, great piece of advice.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day. I know you are so busy and doing awesome things, and we really, really appreciate it. And
oh, thank you. It's been so fun. I love ACHS. I direct so many people there, and I just love what you guys are doing. So thank you. This has been amazing.